Welcome back. In this video, we are going to install Android Studio, which is a software that is an IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. And it allows us to write our applications a lot easier. And in order to understand why an IDE is so valuable, I have a little story for you. The Enchanted Workshop of Master Artisan Kodea. In the vibrant town of Devlandia, there was a renowned artisan named Master Kodea. Kodea was known far and wide for crafting the most intricate and flawless magical artifacts. While many wondered about the secret behind his impeccable creations, only a few knew of his enchanted workshop, the IDE. In his case, it's called Incredible Development Environment, even though in our world it's called Integrated Development Environment. The IDE was not just any workshop. It was a wondrous space filled with magical tools and instruments that aided Master Kodea in his crafting endeavors. Number one was a spell checker. Just like a spell book that autocorrects incantations, the IDE would highlight any errors in Kodea's crafting formulas, ensuring he never made a mistake. Number two was the auto-completion wand. Whenever Kodea was uncertain about the next step, the wand would suggest possible continuations, saving him time and effort. Number three was the Enchanted Debugger, a magical crystal ball that allowed Kodea to peer into the inner workings of his artifacts, helping him find and fix any issues. Number four was the integrated crafting tools. Within the IDE, Kodea had access to a plethora of tools, from potion mixers to rune engravers, allowing him to seamlessly integrate various components into his artifacts. Number five was magical version scrolls. These scrolls kept track of all changes Kodea made, allowing him to revisit older designs or even combine features from different versions. Thanks to the IDE, Master Kodea could focus on his creativity and craftsmanship, knowing that the environment had his back. It made his work efficient, error-free, and enjoyable. As the tales of the Enchanted IDE spread, more artisans from across the realm flocked to Devlandia, hoping to set up their own IDEs. And thus, the age of incredible development environments began, revolutionizing the way magical artifacts were created. All right, so that's a little bit of a story behind IDEs, Incredible Development Environments, or in our case, Integrated Development Environments. Okay, so the official one is Android Studio. There are other ways how you could build Android apps, but we're just going to search for Android Studio download and then go to the official website developer.android.com/studio. So let's go over to that website and that will lead us to this page. Now this page will look different every time that you look at it, or every few weeks basically, because there will be a new version coming out. And currently the latest version is Android Studio Giraffe, at least the one that they have finally released, so to speak. And the problem with this version is that it will already be outdated in a few weeks, in the sense that they are working on a Hedgehog version. So Android Studio Hedgehog, which is the version that I'm using in the course because I just wanted to make sure that our course is as up to date as possible. And we are going to use a release candidate, which basically is already like a final Android Studio version that will be on this page, but they still have a few bugs that they might change here and there, but the user interface will still be exactly the same. So the code that we're going to use will not be outdated. It will be all working just exactly as I'm showing it in my version. So it's important that you use the same version because otherwise you would see things being differently positioned, or in general other settings being available, or the code being outdated or changed or something like that, which is why it's important that we are using the same version. So let's go ahead and go to preview here, and then you will see the release candidate. In my case, it is the RC1 Hedgehog. Now, if it is the case for you, you can download it from here. If it is the Hedgehog RC1, if it is not, you can go to Archive of Android Studio Releases. And I would highly recommend to go here either way. So you go to this page and then you need to accept the terms and conditions. And once you have read them and agreed to them, you come to this page here. And this page includes all the Android Studio versions that have been released in the last 6-ish years. So the one that we are going to use is this one here, which says Android Studio Hedgehog 2023.1.1 RC1. RC standing for Release Candidate. Then you can see there are also other versions, like for example, Iguana Canary or Canary. Basically, the Canary is a very early version of an Android Studio version, but the one that we're interested in is this particular one from October 17th. So in my case, it's at the position number 3, but whenever you see this page, it will potentially be not on the 3rd spot, but it will be further down. So you will have to scroll down a little bit until you find this particular version. Now you can install it for different operating systems. You can see here for Chrome OS, Apple Silicon, Apple Intel, and then the Windows 64-bit version, which is the one that I'm going to install. So click on this exe file and then download it. Click on Save or Download. Now this download will take a few minutes or seconds depending on how fast your internet connection is, and once it is downloaded, we can go ahead and install it. And I'd say let's take care of the installation in the next video.